If people draw trend lines, do they know where to draw the line?
Hey, Lwazi, did you know if Uvula account I accept for the first time, you get $30 for free?
I would like you to join my community of the 714 method as we do our live trading everyday interaction whereby we get to ask and answer your questions. 100% bonus when you make a deposit, or if it's your first time with Excel, they will give you $30. Use the code COPY714, which is whereby you will send an account number on our WhatsApp to prove that you have registered your account. Okay, I think now it's time to go to the charting. Okay, before we go to the charting, let's see 714 method profitable traders who are trading the 794. Okay, you'll say your name, single or taken, and then, okay, just kidding. Let me just check people who are actually making profits. So you're gonna tell us how long you've been practicing the 714 method and how has your career been. So you're gonna raise your hand. 1. 1, 2, 3. So we have 3 people. Okay, we have 4 people who's been using it and practicing. So all of these 4 people, who can mentorship? Okay, only 1 in mentorship. Okay, 1 a minus. The others, about 3. So I said before, no. Zan. Okay, so these are the people of which have never seen me. They've only heard my voice, practice what I said, watch what I do, and then they've does it. So we're gonna hear it from them. Ogoti, how did they find out about me? Were they referred by a friend, or they just browsing on TikTok like, hey, Ubalo, hey, better and listen to it, and then we want to know how has it been. Yini vele ne-jacket? Wena usuya-tracker wena ne.
Name and surname noma.
Nami ndo ulokhu uphamisile. Nawe uyayithatha.
Sanibonani. Oh. Sanibonani.
Cela usukume usiphamisele ne-voice.
All right.
Right.
Sanibonani. Igama lami ngumduduzi wakwantobela ngisuka eNgolweni. Umashaya kahle kahle ngimaze ngokubrowser iphone. Ngicabanga ukuthi mhlambe seku 3 years back ngingene ngingabi naso isiqiniseko nemali yokufanda ngishode ngayo, then bese ngikwazi ukuthi ayi ngiphinde ngiyibeke eceleni. Kutheke kulo last, I think it was March, then ngabuya ngabrowser ngachecka ukuthi ngabe umashaya usekhona yini kwifield, then ngachecka ngathola ukuthi awusekhona, then ngase ngiyalandela ke ngalandela ngafunda ngabheka kulona ku YouTube ama videos wakhe, ngamlandela na ku TikTok, then kwaze kwahlangana. Ngathola ke nanokuthi ke bazoza ngapha eShepstone, then ngabe sengiyakwaba ngcono ke, then ngoba manje umuntu uyablowa kakhulu, so kuyahlangana kubuye ngahlangana, kodwa ke hayi ngiyabonga namhlanje ukuthi ngithole leli thuba ukuthi ngize ngimbone live. Thank you.
Sibonga. Ngicela niphakamisa uzanibona.
Sanibona.
Faku bright, extra bright.
Awufaka ngempela mfethu bright. Sanibona. Egama lami ngoNkululeko wakaZulu isibongo Freedom. Umashaya mina ngimazi ngoDecember nyaka odluli. BengiseThekwini ngiza le Shepstone. Benginabafana bengijwayele ukubabuka nje ku TikTok lapho ngathi abaselimpompo labo bafana. Ngahlangana ngabese ngahlangana nomunye angimazi ke lo wakepho ekhuluma ngawo umashaya. Ekhuluma ngebhuku lakhe ethi hayi lebhuku leli eligxeka nje yabo. Angathi ngithi ngimlandele umashaya ngoba manje iforex futhi ufundisa ngesizulu yabo. Hayi ngathola isikhathi nami ngathi kumlandela kancane ngathi kumlandela ngayibona i714 ngabese ngaback test ngayibona ukuthi hayi lento iyaspana man iyaspana abantu abaningi ku forex bake benze ngathi iforex into enzima ngalendlela ukuthi mhlawumbe ungazi uyoyifunda eUSA ukuze uyazi yabo. Hayi ngithi mengisi ngiyibheka iyaspana leshandisa amashaya iyaspana leshandisa amashaya ngifande ngemali encane ngiyenze hayi ngempela hayi iyasebenza hayi ngiyenza hayi ngempela iyasebenza bese kuba khona leyo nto leyo ukuthi hayi imali ngiyayidinga fanele ngivale ngala kube njalo namanje ngikhipha imali ngivale la ngivala khona ngafanda einsukwini yangibulali NFP izolo hayi ngibulalile bafethu akana mina ngingayenzanga kahle lapha kodwa bafethu ongakwazi nje 714 bafethu ayasebenza le nto bafethu endenza izinto ukuthi zibe lula nje bafethu kuba lula nje uma ufika kwi-chat uyabona ukuthi ya ayikho into enzima nje lana but uma uzoyisebenzisa ngalendlela echazwa ngayo. Ngiyabonga bafethu.
Sanibona. Igama lami uSifiso Ncama ngisuka eMthwalume. Umashaya ngimaze last year from YouTube. I've always been a person who has interest in the forex market, so I've been trying to trade, but I've came through umashaya through YouTube. So ngihleli nje ngosuku ngibuka YouTube, ngibuka ama strategies, maningi ama trend lines kuningi ku YouTube. So ngiyibona 714 ngibuka ama videos and then ngiqale ngibe more interested. So ngaqala ngaback tester, ngibuka ama video. Yabona impahla yesipana lempahla le, hey. Yabo. So I became more interested. I even bought a book. I'm currently in mentorship. So from December last year, I've been profitable. But inkinga i-great. Yabona uma ufanda mhlawumbe 5 clip. Mhlawumbe ushawa 2 blocks, 3 blocks, and then we are increase the lot size from 0.1, 0.5, 0.10, and then bese uyablow. Yabo, bese uyablow. So i-great bese inkinga. So kahle I'm proud ukuthi namhlanje I'm currently a member year 714. I've been profitable. So my trading journey it's been good from last year. So it's my first time seeing the guy. Hleza sithuka kuma video. But hleza yesho ukuthi noma ngithuka but at the same time ukuthiwa kwakho vele fanele akukhulise kahle. So it's been a good journey for me. I'm proud kahle. It's been a good journey. Ngikhulile kakhulu in the forex market. I've been profitable. There was a day nje ngizange ngikholwe. I think it was a Monday. Ngafanda ngo 600. Ngibroke ngafanda ngo 600. Ngengisho imali ngayenza that day.
Ayisho.
Hayi angikholwa ngazabuza hayibo kwenzakaleni namhlanje. Hayibo 10k. Hayibo. So impahla yasipana but I think it efana ngile manje greed. Yabona the more wenza imali the more ba greed, the more ufuna ukwenza more money. So fanele ukwazi ukuthi appreciate imarket ekunikeza khona. You must be appreciate. It's a journey and it's been tough. Ukwenza imali ku Monday and then I think for the past 3 weeks uTrump wafaka la policies akhe nama tariffs and then it's been a losing 2 weeks. But then unga give up. Being consistent, showing up on the charts Monday to Friday are always there, So it's been a good journey for me, guys. Yeah, 714 method. Gangs and give up. We are becoming multimillionaires this year.
Sibonga. Who else? Grandpamis. All right, sehle sama blowist. I will show man. And most people, for like everyone who's using 714 method and profitable, for most people who see me, it's the first time being born. Yeah, through these seminars. Because if I decided to never do any seminars, all right, sir, sis.
All right, sanibonani. Ninjani? Igama nguCharles, Sibonga Wandlovu. All right, ngihlala khona la eShepstone. Mashai. Ngamthola ku TikTok. That was 2023. I tried to ukuthi ngimcontact. Angifuna incwadi kahle kahle. But ngitshita nyodelelayo. Aka respect but khona nje kuyangifundisa something just to be tough and not to give up. 2024 January ngafanda ngayitesta le mpahla yakhe like afana ngo 600 rand. Uvalo I managed to raise that 600 rand to 14,000 rand. That's
he took 600. Yeah. He took 600 to 40,000 rand.
40. So, like most of our traders, sinalento le uvalo, nanomhobol, greatness. Okay, I blow that one. Yeah, and namanje ngisarigreater. I even give up sometimes for a year. Ngingafuni ukubuka ngisho chart yabo. But now I'm back testing. I can see the market is going fine, of which is a good thing. But now you're thinking esangishaya trading view, Meta Trader 5, i-cards ngathi futhi namakhandlela awaqondana of which kuyi-challenge leyo yabo. Especially opening price kangibuye ngikhohle nje ukuthi kumele ngifake kuphi. Of which by learning soqhubeka sibone ukuthi kuyaphi. Thank you.
Okay. So the most important thing is potential. The most important thing is potential. What is potential? Knowing how much can you make. What are you capable of making? Because regardless of what blow in, that is just one decision as a policy account. For the fact that you were able to take an account from 600 to those heights, the only problem with our withdrawing, like paying yourself, take something back, they will refund yourself. Very much important. And as I've said, even in the book, it's there. The only wrong thing that can pull you off or away with the 714 method, it's greed. Because even for me, I'm shy sometimes. Yeah, but I know if you trade correctly, then I'm going to be able to make more. But greed is the only thing. It's the only thing that hits everyone away. That's the only common thing or one challenge is now. But besides greed, you just trading on your normal volumes, you will never lose. You will never blow an account, let me put it that way. You may lose a trade due to stop loss, but you can never lose the entire account. So, which is a good thing. And since I'm telling you the problem, because it's really freedom, Charles, same thing. Now I'm putting the same thing in admit. But sometimes it's not greed, because greed is a bad word. Sometimes I say it's overconfidence. Because when you do something for once, it works 2 times, 3 times, 4 times, you're like, yeah, I know I got this. So why not go? Let me see. It's like, let me see, what can I do? And then through that thing, you find the market will not favor your decision. But it's not a bad thing, because one of the days, eventually it will pay off. But let's be in a mentality of let's build first. Yeah, but as I say, 0.01 can grow an account, but when we blow, it's always a bigger lot size. But the small lot size will build an account. Take it from 100 Rand to 10,000. Once you get there, you take another bigger loads and then boom, crash. Njengo baby mama bakho. So now, understanding where the problem is, let's solve it. Let's not only acknowledge the problem, let's solve it. And how do we kill greed? We need to be grateful. We are 500, we are out, we are withdraw. Let's trade to withdraw. That's why I keep saying, let's trade to withdraw. Tatilo 600, when's the 600 today, put in the withdraw. We trade a full pindu kalepan, so trade, when's 1,000 withdraw. Pin the ones with 250 withdraw. Pin the ones with 2.5 withdraw. Let's build a habit of consistent withdrawing. Because if we are talking low 40,000 in a bank, ngabe manje ukudega. Yabo, ngabe ukudega. So let's build the habit of consistent withdrawals. We take the money, we put in the bank. Let the money grow in the bank account, not in the trading account. Because once the money gets bigger in the trading account, then that's where the emotions trigger. And that's where you gain more confidence, and that's where we lose the whole capital fast. And when you last say Vuma Rabla and got to 10,000. Right. I think, what else am I forgetting before I get to the chart? Okay. I would ask you what you expect, but so let's get to the chart work. This guy generally doesn't show what I write here, and then people, they fight me in the comment section. That's why don't you show? That's under no cars. Okay, check first. It's showing. Right, so now this seminar will not be long. So it will not be too long, just short, specific things. I like to keep my things straight. Yeah, I know some people, they regard me as rude, but I'm not rude. I'm just straight talk. And when I tell you something that people who are around you won't tell you, I accept it. Like it's on there. Right, but on a serious note, as I say, we need to be honest with each other, and I need to tell you the truth, because end of the day, it will destroy them more. Whereas what I'm teaching you here, it's something that you will learn, and then you'll be able to teach in Ganze, one piece in meetings. So you will be able to teach your children going forward. Okay, but yeah, that's how it is. So it's good. Okay. Yeah, move again. I'm going to start here, just a bit. Okay, so now, when it comes to the 714, what is the 714? What is my description of the 714? The 714 method, it is a study of specific things that are happening in the markets. In terms of specifications, that includes time. Once you understand when, that eliminates a lot of things. If I have said, I'm coming to Port Shipston, I only give you the date. The question will be, what time? So since I said I'll be coming here, and then I gave you the time, that's eliminated a lot of questions. That's made you to be patient, because you know I have to wait this much, and then at this time, that's where we're starting. You see the point? Whereas if I said I will do this, but I don't know when, then that puts you in a directionless. You're just wandering around. You're drifting. Okay? So now we know exactly what will happen and when. So understanding time eliminates a lot of things. So now after you get time, the following question is what? As I said, if you know what you pray for, it will be easier when it happens, then you realize this is what I prayed for. But if you just pray for the sake of praying, it's kind of hard to know this is what I actually prayed for. Yeah, but saying thing in the market now, if you know what you are looking for, you also don't know, but you know what you are not looking for. You get the point? Typical example. You've seen me on TikTok, right? You've seen me, so it's easier for you to identify me. Then I said, I'm coming to Port Shepstone. Even if you saw me on the road, you're like, hey, that's him. Yeah, bo? And then I'm here, you're like, yeah, this is him. Because even if I can go and sit there at the back, you're like, Nanya. Yeah, bo? So you can recognize me. It's easier for you to see me. Why? Because you've seen me several times. Hence, I have been making my videos with audio only, no face. Then that's what I've given you a challenge to identify what say, Nang Mashai. You see? So now knowing the face and knowing the person, that's eliminated a lot of things that you don't have to wonder. You know what say, this is Umashai. So that helps you make it better. So in the market, knowing what you are looking for and knowing when to look for it, those are the two things that you need. Yeah, well, besides the greed and other stuff that you have to actually focus on. Okay, so now, here's the thing. Qale ngiphendula question ka Charles. Charles, sihlala kuphi la? Ngisho ukuthi sina sikuphi sihlala kuphi? Si. Sise South Africa, right? So basically yonke into mina engiyifundisayo ikhuluma nani. That's why uzobona ngisho amanye amavideo and becomplaina, phela nathi usibali, angikhulumi nani vele. Yabo, angikhulumi vele nani, anginandaba mina. Yabo, abantu engikhuluma nabo bona bazothola umyalezo. Sengiyofaka phela lapha ngibacapunele lapha nalapha, but nje angikhulumi nabo. So the only people engikhuluma nabo yilabo mina engikhuluma nabo. Yabo, okuyibona bazothola umyalezo. For the fact ukuthi bayezwe bayabona anginandaba mina. Yabo, but mina inqubo yami njila. So yonke into engiyishoyo iapply kumthetho la ekhaya. Mangithi la ekhaya I mean South Africa. In terms of isikhathi most importantly. Yabo. Cause ngiyasho ngithi mina ngikhohliwe washilami leli. Ngikhohliwe wash. But when it comes to isikhathi engisuke ngikhuluma ngaso, ilezi nisifakile amasho niwafayela mahala. Cause manje omunye uyafika kwi-chat uvula u-trade view, uvula u-MT4, ubuka ngazi namanye ama-broker, nalento enongafuni ukuzwa. If I say we are using a 714 method, we are using a 714 method. Whatever you are doing, ayikwenzeli imali, ayikwenzeli fuck on. I'm telling you, this is what I've been doing, this is what I've been using, this is how I've been doing it. Your method doesn't work. Use what I use, make the same money, be free. Kanti ninkani? Yeah, ninkani. Yabo, you are busy using these brokers, siyangena la nake. Isimile ke yakho, uyangifona, ungifonelelani? Ungifonelelani? Hey, mase ngikuthuka la, bekuthuka uMashaya uhlaza, kanti wena ungisukelile. Because ubenza into ekutshela kwaseqale beke ungeke uzuthukeka. Hlathu wakho. So, now, the time factor, it is South African Standard Time. Isikhathi leso suke usifakile la, the watch you are using. So when you go to your charts on XM, if you're using XM Global as the broker, if using XM Global, it's going to be +1. It's going to be +1 on the charts, which means 1 p.m. is going to be 2 on the charts. it's +1. Oh, equals to. On the charts. Ngisho ungangena manje uye ku-1 uzoyibona into engikhuluma ngasikhathi sini. Awuna iPhone? Trade ngani pho? Uba manje. Okay, u10 pass. Muzongana ku-MT4 wakho right now, just put a vertical line where the chart is. Just put a vertical line. It will tell you, use the bullseye. Hey, baba, keep your phone. How? Yini siyenze? How? Kodwa kubuka iphone ngabe kade iphumile. All right? Vela basikhatsini, just put it where the market is. It's in MT5, MT4. Bungena ku-XM app. Sikhatsini? Hey baba, wasongezandla. Enza into engiyishoyo. How? Yeah, you should tell her we are doing practical. Being practical, it's a workshop. Hayi wenza i-profit on tool. Hey baba, i-chart. Faka kulokhu nje ku-1. Any currency, anything evulayo, just put a vertical line. Yeah? Go to Bitcoin. Okay, since that, go to Bitcoin, BTC USD. Abazi ukuthi ufaka kanjani Bitcoin. Go to your codes, add BTC USD. Go under cryptocurrencies. If using MT5, you can just search there. Type BTC USD. Unedumbe ndoda. Connect our wife, run at that. Kuba kuthiwa send imali ngabe kade uyifakile. Otherwise nje i-chat nje kuthatha isikhathi. Let's see here. No, go to BTC USD. Is that my codes? Yeah, BTC USD. Wona XM lo. Ngeke fan. Cha. Futhi ngizovula u-XM. If u-XM ungenayo imali, vula i-demo account guys. It's easy. BTC USD. Yeah. You miss it the other way. Qonde. Why back here is cutting? Oh, it's eceleni. Even if you don't have fun, just open a demo account, guys. Use the demo account for practice. As I said, you will be practicing. Yeah. Mr. Street. We will portrait. Where are you from the movie? So if you use the bullseye, actually it's 1. Yeah. So now, looking at the clock, i-clock ileli washila sodongeni. Akusho ukuthi ubani 1 o'clock. Clock ileli sodongeni mase phone. So you can see right now it's 13:35, which is 1:30. If you check on your phone, it's 12 something. That's why I said on the local time it's going to be +1 in terms of the hour. MT5. Okay, MT5. So now Please do as I say. You must have an account with XM Global. Use your M15 plus 1 hour on your charts, but you are using the actual time. Actual time, SAST. Ngizobona after sengihambile la kuzofika nama scammers or host. They're doing the same thing. Everywhere I go, after I left, there's another one coming. Okutshela ukuthi put 500 rand, you'll get 20,000. Do this. Now ke umashara ayikho into angitshele yona. Thatha imali yakho you put there. Oh boy. Okay? So you do this, open an account with XM. If you don't have real funds, you open a demo. Okay? But once you verify your account, XM will give you 30%, $30 Jal, free credits if it's your first time. Abanye sebeblowile ngiyosayithola 30% free credits for first times. First time. Okay? So you'll get this bonus of which you can trade and make money. Also, another way of making money, there is demo competitions. There is demo competitions that are going on within your XM. So you can utilize these two opportunities to make money from nothing. Make money from nothing. So these two options can help you. Now, understanding these two things, okay, so those two options, you'll get your free $30 bonus, or you can use the competition to win. On those competitions, you can win up to 1,500. That's a lot of money because I think that's close to 30,000. Yeah, well, free. And you can kickstart your career just like that. So if you don't use these things, then you are bound to fail. If I say we're using XM, when you're like, hi, RGC works better because the guy drive a Golf 7 or nuhamba nge-range. Yalazi range ali malini. So it's not about the car, because even these guys, they're driving these cars, they don't have any knowledge. Yeah, these days it's even worse because you can't validate a mentor. Anyone can say, I have influence, and then eventually you think that they have wisdom. Wisdom and influence is not the same. I always say to myself, I don't want to be popular, but I want to be valuable. If you meet me, if you see my video, there should be something in you that I will change that will help you. Not to be popular, not to be all over the place. Masha, no. When you see a piece of what I do, you should get inspired, then you should do something. So that is why I'm doing what I'm doing. Okay, so have this XM, that's the one I'm using, and they will pay that's a broker. And another thing, when using a broker, you don't have to pay anything. I know you've used these brokers whereby if you have to withdraw your money, they'll say, tax, what, you need to pay this much money for you to get your money. Not here. Here you withdraw, even if you withdraw 200 rand, you'll get 200 rand. It's only the bank charges that will charge you. Maybe you'll get 199.9, 10 cent missing. Okay? So now, let's get to the chart work. So the most important factor out of all this is time, right? The most important factor is time. So what is the time that we are using, right? The time is 1300. Okay? What is the instrument that we are trading? For me, I'd say any that is X. X always represent anything, right? So X or gold, okay? I would say X, which is anything, or gold. But I like to trade gold. Why? Because it's easy to calculate. Small movement, big profits, or reasonable profits, depending on your lot size. right? So all practices will be done through gold, okay? In terms of lot size, I'm not going to mention it because we don't have an account. And then, okay, time frame, most importantly, because people, they often ask, which time frame? What time frame? Oh, Mashaya, time frame, time frame, time frame. Okay, time frame is sayo. It will be M5 or M15, right? Which is 5 minutes candlesticks or 15 minutes candlesticks for a clear confirmation. What else am I leaving out? Time frame, instruments. Okay, the entry. In terms of entry, we will enter its opening price. We will enter its opening price. Our actual target, it's 50 pips. As you can bang, I was pips above. I'm at pips to 100 pips. Okay, 50 pips to 100 pips. This could be TP1. This could be TP2. Right? And the risk on these trades, let's say usually it's 30 pips. So setting out a risk or a stop loss, okay, or stop, risk or stop loss, it's 30 pips, or based on the setup, that's another way. Yeah, well, so you're taking your own notes as I write. Because if I buy less in the fair kind of engine, so you kind of like, ish, and that's not going to help you. It will merely pop. Okay, so I think as ongoing with the session, I will be then breaking down these things clearly. So this is the outline, and then it will be the end of my structure, my seminar. And then manje ngizokhuluma la kuze kushone ilanga lokhu ngebhizi la ngikhambe ne-BMN kumele ngili-drive. All right, risk management. So basically what we were talking about when we started was part of psychology, giving you that cancellation, having you ready. So after that, it's risk management, of which is what you do, how you behave within the trade, right? Yeah, so this is the outline structure of what I'll be talking about. Okay? Straight dealing it. So Palin, Petum says, okay, that's lingana. I need to only joke. Mumu Pale umsiz besilianetha kuyacima. Awukhumbula ushaya primary. Yeah. Right. So we are done, right? Taking notes. All right, so now let's get to the real work. Né? So the most important thing, as I say, remember this. If you know what you are looking for, you also know what you're not looking for. So that helps. If you know what you're praying for, the devil can never trick you into getting things you didn't pray for. It's another way of looking at it. Right. Right. So now we are getting to time. Now let's assume this line represents time. This line represents time. What time? Specifically, 1 p.m. When I 1300 is to emphasize what it's 1 p.m. Some bafuna ngizengibhala p.m. 1300 means it's the after hour. It's the afternoon. You draw this line, right? Draw the line. Not a trend, but you draw the line. Vertical line, right? So, after you have drawn this line, you will do an observation of 2 hours. Let me not make it too long. So I need this space for notes. So you will do an observation from (1 p.m. to 2 p.m. Remember, +1 on charts. +1 hour. Okay? So, what you want to see now is where the market will start. Let's assume our market starts here. So, if it starts here, this is our opening. That is our opening price. Or I'd say dealing price. Why dealing price? Because if I have to sell you this pen, I will sell you this at 10 rand, you will buy it at 10 rand. There is no way I can sell you this for 10 rand, you buy it for 15 rand, or I sell you this at 10 rand, you buy it for 5 rand. So which means what? Where the market, note, it's the market where we buy and sell. If the market bought at 10 rand, it will sell again at 10 rand. It doesn't just sell anywhere. So this push you what? In knowing exactly where to buy. So you know what time, what are you looking for, and where to buy. What are you buying? It's gold, right? So now, the dealing price. So if, this is the only time I'm saying if, because there's no specifications. So you wait for these two assumptions that, is the market, what is the market most likely to do? Within 1 to 2 p.m., what is the market most likely to do? Will it open, go up, right? Or will it open, go down? Okay, that's the basic of it. So will the market open, go up, or open, go down? Not the first candlestick, but the series of candlesticks from 1 to 2 p.m. Because some people just make the mistake of looking at the first candlestick and say, oh yeah, it went down, then I'm buying. If it went up, no, you need to wait for an hour, unless if you're looking at 1 hour candlestick, because eventually it's going to show you an obvious thing. But if you are looking at a series of these candlesticks from M5 to M15, then you know you should watch a series of candlesticks. If it's M5, there'll be more candlesticks. If it's M15, there'll be like 4 in an hour. It's just 1 hour. So now you know what you have to wait 1 hour. Yabo? Fano glindi chair, look, it is a stopping. So now, afterwards, the markets went where it went up, and here it went down. So what we do after, if the market goes up, note that after 2 p.m., it will come down. It could be from 2 p.m. to 5 p.m., but that is the actual period. 2 p.m. to 5 p.m., the market will drop. If the market from 1 to 2 has been going down, from 2 p.m. to 5 p.m., market will go up. It will do vice versa in the after hours. So this is the first natural naked structure that we want to see. Understanding this, you know now what are you looking for in the chart prior going there. You have the skeleton, right? This lender circle. So, so now you have the structure of how it looks like. So now, for this typical example, let's assume, as I said, when the market goes down, you're going to wait for it to come to the entry price. That will be your execution price. I will tell you where most people blow as well. So you wait for the execution price here for the market to go up. Yes, there is an entry you can make here, but there are things you need to consider. There is an entry you can make here, but there are things to consider as an early entry. But entering on the opening price, that's a fair price, not a fair value gap. That's a fair price. Why? Because over here, if you enter here, it might happen that the market will just consolidate. It's going to do those reversals, go for your stop loss, and then do that. But once you enter here, you know it's no longer going to go down. So it makes your work a whole lot easier from here up to there. And then now, to simplify things, once you enter on the opening price going upwards, you are targeting what? 50 pips to 100 pips. That's all you want. 50 to 100 pips, just with this structure, right? So the second scenario now would be you doing the same thing now. We have the opening price here, as you see. So the market will open. So this is a continuation. Yeah, so this is where people say, fuck the 714. My trend lines were better. Yeah, but so we have the opening price here. Opening. Just gonna put OP, opening price. So what the market will do, it will open from here, go up, retest here, and then go up, continues to go up, right? So this happens when the market is in a long-term direction, when it's fully bullish. You see the market is in a bullish momentum, it keeps going up, up, up. So most of the time you will experience this, which is sort of a retest. But the fact is, not just any retest. It will always retest the opening price, come back, reprice, and then goes up. Why? Because this is the dealing price, as I said you in first place. When to buy, what price. So you are giving the price in advance and the market will respect that. Yes, might be true. Some days it won't come back here. It will just continue to rally. But most of those days is very rare. Often you will see the market coming back to the opening price and then continuing. And also here, again, what are you looking for? 50 pips, you're not looking for much. 50 to 100 pips. I will explain this in a short time. Why is it important? So this is the bullish continuation. Now, a bullish continuation, you will see it when the market is just like constantly bullish. Let's say it's been like this. It's just going up and then retests at the time, and then just continues to buy. But now, if the market is coming down as a bullish market, the market will do this. You see, it's coming down like this. It drops back to retest, and then just continues to go down. But it will retest from here, which is actually the opening price, as it continues to sell off. Okay? So let's assume right now I'm lying. There is only way to prove if I'm lying or not. You go to the chart, you do the work. We'll go to the chart shortly, but also for yourself, you do that. Because as you are listening to me right now explain, you are not really learning. You are just listening. But you will only learn when you realize this stuff, when you're on your own and you're doing the practicals, and then you see it happen like, okay, now I see it. That's the only point or time where you have learned. Once you realize the things I'm talking about and you see them happening. Siyazwana ngithi? Okay. Right, so now, you see this is a reversal structure whereby we are having a continuation, right? And then the other, you have these structures, right? You draw, you do what I do. That's how you learn, you do what as I say, follow me. Follow what I do. If I write, you mark these structures. It will help you, because I have to do the first one. I need space. Okay, let me wipe here. You know that if you're trying to do something and you know someone who's successful at it, you follow everything that person is doing. That is easy. Success is copied, so is failure. Yeah. If you do something that someone was doing it very well, you also will get the same results. If you do something that someone is doing as well, if your father is afraid of Forex, now you're afraid of Forex, you'll both die broke. It's a fact. Yeah. Okay, so now we also have this scenario now, right? So you see here we have a market that was bearish, coming from downside, touch there, and then vice versa. So the third scenario now that could possibly happen, you will have a market now that is bullish, comes down, passes, retest, and then boom, which I call this immediate reversal. Okay? Immediate reversal. So you have a market that's from here. You thought that the market now is like going down, right? It went up. So when it got here, you're like, oh, yeah, it's going down, so I will sell here. And then the market just passes, goes all the way down. Oh, yeah, it's the same structure. That's what it's saying. Same structure here and here. Okay? But the factor is for this one, this is the difference, because this one is coming up. So since this one from here, it's going all the way down, let's assume it's a bearish market here, right? So the market is now bearish, so it makes it easier because the market just goes down, retests, and then continues down. But here, the market was just bullish. It was going up all the time. And then that's why I'm saying it's an immediate reversal. Because when you're like, it should still, because this is your actual trade. It's bullish, right? And then from here, you're like, I'm going to take a buy. But you find that the market just disrespects this, goes down, retests here, and then continues in the direction. So both of these scenarios are for different cases. This one will do in a sell market where it's a continuation. Hence I said continuation. But here, since it's a reversal, it's going to do the same thing. But now, having here now a market that's bearish, comes up here. It's a vice versa. The market was like, I think this is the same thing. No, it's not. So over here, when I mentioned, okay, let me erase this so I can explain it. Ngizozwa kahle. Funa niblowe kahle. Funa ublowe ubonile. Uthi oh yeah, eish. Wayisho kodwa lento. Yeah. Uzungangisoli. Okay. So now we have these bearish markets. The market is now bearish. We're like, yeah, we know the market is just continuously bearish. And as the market is coming up, we're expecting it to come here and then do this. But the market just goes through. Bah. So this will happen when the market is moving faster. When it's fast, it's just going to break here. Whether you do what, you don't know what to do. You just wait. What do you wait for? You wait for it to come back to the opening price. And then from there, you make your entry. Can I tell you a secret? This is what you will see me trading in the after hours at night. Because it must come back to that price. So at night when I enter, I just execute around that price. And then I tell you it's something new. Oh well, because it's stupid. So because you didn't know this stuff. So, so it's the same thing. So understanding what the market must do and what the market should do, it puts you in a better position. Because if it's not there, it must go there on a later stage. And then that's where you make your re-entry for the markets. Okay? I hope that we got this, you got these structures. But right now it won't make sense up until you do the work. And so there are some idiots who just, even when I'm live, Mashaya, can you back test for me? What the fuck? I've been back testing for the past 5 years. Why should I back test for you? Because if I do the back testing, I'm the one who's getting wiser. Why should I back test for you? Prove it to me. Why am I going? How? Okay, so now here's what I want you to understand. So you know where the deal is, right? Now, in terms of targets, right? In terms of target, I said we are going to target 50 pips, right? So now, in a range of 50 pips, we have a lot size. Okay, Ipale. What's in a big word? So we have 50 pips, we have a lot size. We have 50 pips, we have lot size, and we have amount. So that you understand. So this is your actual target. Your target does not change, right? Your target does not change. Now, per pip on gold, a pip value for gold, it's 2 rand. I'll just put this here. It's 2 rand. 2 rand something, but it's 2 rand for this case. It's $2. It's a fact. You can go and check pip value for gold. So we have a lot size. Now, let's assume we have the same target, which is 50 pips. We are using a lot size of 0.01. You're like, okay, I'm going to try this thing, Yamashaya. So you have the targets of 50 pips, 0.01 lot size. How much are you making per trade? How much are you making per trade? You are targeting 50 pips, the pip value is 2 rand, and the market moves 50 pips. How much are you making? Hey, cool man. Huh? You are making 100 rand. Could be 100 something, but there's cents in there, right? But the actual amount that makes money, it's 100 rand. So because 50 pips, 2 rand per pip, then that's double. Which means what? Gold, whatever amount of pips is gonna move, it will double in terms of your lot size. So which means now, if you use 0.10, you are making how much? 1,000. Same what? Same 50 pips. Targets remains the same. You didn't change your appetite, you didn't change anything. It remains the same. So if you use one lot, yeah, baba bemizi love. Now baba muzo fa 0.01. Hey, baba muzo trade 0.01. Hey, yeah. Ooh. Oh yeah. A father must trade with one lot upwards. That's a man of the house. Leave 0.10 for the youngsters. Yeah. So one lot you are making about 10,000 rands on 50 pips. As I say, your target remains the same, but the amount you are making is increasing. Mind you, this is one trade. So you are taking the same trade times 5 days. Which means here, if you're a guy who's still trying to make things up, a week you are able to make 500. If you are using a micro account, you are funding with your 200s, your 300s. You are trading on your own. You are not giving Mashaya shit. Right? And then over here, using 0.10, you are able to make 5,000 per week. Right? 5,000 per week, 5 days. And then over here, if you're making 10,000, that's one trade per every day for 5 days. If you're using 1,000 rands, you are making 50,000. So why would you say I'm lying if I tell you I make about 100 a week? And I've been doing this longer than you've been doing it. And it's not surprisingly because I'm doing the same thing every day. There's nothing new I'm doing. Yeah, it's just like drifting. You close your eyes and let the car roll. Right? So now you take the same amount now. You take the same amount, 500 times 4. This is normal trading, 500 times 4, that's 2,000. You are not working. 2,000 is a lot of money. Even Ramaphosa gave you 350. 5,000 times 4, that is 20,000. You are working. This is a side hustle. So you're making 20,000 extra to cover your expenses. And then 50,000 times 4, that's 200K. Okay? You are retired. You want to give your give your children a better reason to kill themselves. You are making 200K a month. Yeah, so over here, I'm explaining it in simple terms. The problem is, you would find ukuthi uhlala kubo mhlambe uyashizilela uyahlanganisa lapha nalaphana, he's making what he's making. But whenever he goes into the markets, even if he funded with $200, with 200 rands, he wants to make $1 million. That is his perception. He wants to make $1 million instead of trading to survive. Over here, just make 100 rand a day. Trade to survive. That's what he should be doing. Trading for basics. Trading to buy groceries. Because if you make 500 a week, you can buy maize, you can buy shebo, you can buy bread, have izinto zakho endlini. Buy your cosmetics, stay fresh, buy your data to keep you going, right? And if you are working, and you know what you just have to maintain, pay off your car, rent, and do all of those things. You are just trading to maintain yourself. That's your actual goal. Not to make $1 million. Fuck this millionaire status. You are trading to survive. Make a living out of this. So when you are here, this is the working class. So you are trading to maintain yourself. So that helps you. You need to know where you are, so you know where you're going. So now, you are working, you are making that 5,000 rands a week, trading the 714. Take that money, you cover your debts, you pay off your rent, you pay off your cars, makone salayo, it's for running expenses, and then you're saving some, if you can, right? Over here, 50,000, the one people trading with big accounts. You already have a business that you are running on the side. You don't have much. You're just maintaining what you got on. You were able to pay off your bond or whatnot, but you still have money lying around. Maybe you just retired. So you can go a bit harder because you're making money. You're saving some. So you can make like 50,000. This is actual minimum targets. You can make more than that over time. But this is just an entry startup. Yeah, but I have people who make like 600K a week. 600K a week, they're doing the same thing. They've never seen me. It will happen when it happens. Yeah, but 600K a week, it's nothing. 50K, you are maintaining your stuff, you already have a business, maybe you have cottages, you are doing whatever, you are just retired, you just want to trade for fun or have something busy with. You are making that money, then it's easy. And eventually, as you keep on, eventually you upgrade. Once you're done trading for survival, you're making 100 rands, you're trading to maintain yourself, right? And after you're done maintaining yourself, then you trade to save. So it's easy for this person to be a millionaire because they already have things going on. It's just to maintain. After you're done with your maintenance, then you are able to save up your cash up until you make that million that you dream of. But let's fuck the millionaire status mindset, because that's why people keep losing money so fast. They are rushing to be millionaires fast. You can't be a millionaire if you have debt. You need to cover your debt. You have running costs, you have running expenses, you have things to look up for. So you fix those things first. And then once you fill up the gaps, you fill up the holes, then you start building. Right? Because even if it means you don't have a house, you want to build a house, you make profits, you withdraw, you go and pay the hardwares. There are registered hardwares out there. They can give you a card. You make profits, you withdraw, you pay for material. You withdraw, you pay for material. And then when you're done, it's easy. You just go there, you get your site, all the paperwork is set, you just go to collect the material, you build your house. That's another way of storing your money safely. So, because as long as you see money in your face, bitches will come. Shy on kebab. Yeah, you know, guys, you see this every day. As I said, once a man has money, he's trying to get all the women because it's a fundi scholar, yakumda bemfuna, beyishimele, yabo, ngahlangani next. Ewa mzisi sithele kwa West, ufuna zonke manje. Kokheli butter with yonke. Ayibuka yonke, right? So, also these things, you can do that. I'm not saying don't have fun, but be in control of your fun. Because making money is a tool. It can work to improve your life, but you need to know which status you want to be. You can improve your life till you destroy your life. For example, let's say you are into forex trading and you are using some substance abuse. Maybe you're taking cocaine or some drugs. You may start by not. Yabo bahle laba bangani if ase clubbing namhlanje just want to experience. Umnandi ubuka trip, I won't lie. Umnandi, you should do it. So now you're at a point whereby you're like, hey, I just want to experience life. Know how to experience, how far. Because in this world, if you want fun, there is sufficient. In this Safundi school, teachers were telling us fun never ends. You will find it here and all that. Yeah, so we got there, we find it, we surpassed them. Ta-da. So now, looking at that, you actually need to know who you are and where you are going. And if you don't have those two answers for yourself, you'll find yourself in wrong positions. I mean, I have friends today who are just trading to buy stuff, substance abuse, because now you can't. It's worse mutati loss. You need more of it. Yeah. So now that's what you're trading for. You are no longer trading to sustain the kids. You're no longer trading to buy things. You're not trading to do all of those things. Alcohol is okay. Yeah, but here and then I'm super sports man. Just because you can buy, you can buy. Yeah, and also, Mina, you could say, Wuti, I'm disrespectful, but I would never. I will never just on a normal day inbox you and like, hey, when I kinda cool. So I would never start it. You can tell Wuti, if I say something, I'm just saying in passing. I'm really going. I'm like, yeah, whatever. But it's more of a constructive criticism. Not all criticism is bad. Someone can say, Like why ungincoma kodwa kunobuts phakathi yabo. So kunabantu abakanjalo. But ke sisiyaphila ngaphela so umuntu akalahle. Yabo. So kulezi zinto kanjalo. So understanding, that's where the point is. Understanding what once you make your money, what kind of a person do you want to be? You must have a self-image that you're going to portray. Because making money to fund your bad habits, kuzokulimaza lokho. Yabo? Kuzokulimaza lo nto ugcina utrade awungabi nalutho. Sifuna into simple, sifuna umuzi, we want cars, ube nomndeni, nezingane zakho, nezinye zangaphandle, maintain. Yabo? But that's what we want, that's what we all want. And then after that, we siphila impilo, siya maintain izinto. Maybe you can get yourself involved in other things like community projects. Those are normal stuff you're helping here and willingly, not to just because you're one side. Because if you help somebody else, people are thinking a lot of things out there. And it's this thing that is happening. Because you look at your cycle, now. You try to think, so most of the options they are out. Yabo. So me by doing this, mhlawumbe nomuntu obecanga uyibulala nje ezela. Ngiyakusola. Yabo. So why? Because there are so many problems. But coming here and mhlawumbe umuntu ozobumxoxele they gotta get inspiration ukuthi yazi likhona ithemba. Yabo. Because if most yabantu nelabeni babuka ku social media as if they are motivating you, they're inspiring you, they are actually peering up your pressure. They are putting you more under pressure. Because when every day you like wake up and get on TikTok, this guy's like, yeah, guys, you can see, I just bought an M4, yeah, things are going good. And when you're looking at yourself like, fuck, I'm too far from that. So it becomes a challenge. Because man, you're looking at that and then it beats your self-esteem. And now some guys are calls pharmacy, you're like, yo, it's even worse. So that's where the difference is. I tell you what to do to get there, but they're trying to peer pressure you into that. So as I'm saying, know the person you will, know the kind of rich person you will be. If you go to other countries, being rich, it's normal. To a point where they don't care about each other. The main factor, why America umuntu athi mina bengihlupheka bengilala emotweni. It's because cars are cheaper in the United States. They are cheap. The most expensive thing in the United States is houses. A house like mine, you'd find that house will be sold for $15 million. Why? Because it's a double-story house with 3 bedrooms, 4 toilets, swimming pool, double garage, 2 kitchens, 2 dining rooms. Yeah. Yeah, well, so over there it's hard to get housing. That's why for them it's prior. So they can buy anything which is a brand. It's cheap for them. But the one thing which gives them difficulty, it's land. And over here you can get land for maybe even 50,000. You can get a big land. Yeah, so understanding that now, priorities are different, as I said at first. Priorities are different. For them, they prior. So if you can buy a car here, you can buy a car. You can park anywhere and sleep. Wake up, work in an office, and come out. So it's affordable. Yeah, it's a challenge. As most of our parents, the one thing they prayed for and actually got was the house. But they didn't care about. As long as I got the house, I know what I'm okay. And the guy care. Yeah, we was the time blocks, no blocks of 5 rand, no blocks and I tell a land to Yaka plaster like was born. What the was Musharanje, yeah, too. Yeah, so priorities for each country as well are very far different. That's what I need you to understand. So knowing where you are and where you are going, who you are and who you want to be, that simplifies it. Yeah, well, be normal, live a normal life. ungayifakeli pressure because trying ukuthi status mina ngifuna yabo, you're going to end up having to fund that. It's just like living a fake lifestyle. You're going to have to maintain that, and it's very expensive to maintain a fake lifestyle. Because manje mele lokhu uhamba or bothering people with expensive cars. Hey my bro, hey akazi ngicela ukushoot. Hey ngicela ungibole imoto yakho ngishoot. Hey ngifuna ungena emzini wakho. Have you seen these forex traders? Most of the time they post about buying cars and stuff. They're always standing outside. You opt to that you bought this house. Why are you standing outside? Every time you're outside, we've never seen you cook. Yabo. These guys who love in Batandao, Forex goats, they said they bought a site. They take chem chairs, they're staying outside like this. It's your site. Why don't you open the gate and walk in if it's yours? Yeah, security lambe no key. Yeah, so people they can't fake it. I have achieved some things. I have two houses. 2 sites that are vacant, a piece of land that I've bought, like a plaza that I've bought. Yeah, so I do have those things. I'm still thinking in projects, investing, making more money so I can cover those things. Because you can have money, but what is that money for? Yeah, you can have money, but what is that money for? If when you say, I got 1 million, I'm going to buy a Golf 7 for, maybe let's say it's cheaper, 600,000. Now you're left with 400,000. How much to maintain this thing? For the month, how much fuel do you put in there? My brake pads, how often do they run out? How Marlene? I want my brake pads, Ranger. My front brake pads, out 2. Pambi, my son out 2. It's about 11,000. So if I have to change 1 or 4, that's close to 30K. Mango shincha, I'm a brake disc. Ziyakhala. Yabo. So, none of what people they often say ukuthi izinto ziyabiza, but it also goes to you ukuthi we maintain kanjani into zakho. So, buying stuff it's cheap. Maintaining, that's where shit goes down. Because when in your mind you still have that, you're still spending that million, but you selling 100,000 a bank. Yeah, and you spend faster than you're making. So it becomes a challenge. Eventually you end up being broke. Usubiyela back to square one. Usuba under pressure manje. So sekumele maintain le Golf 7 wena ulithengile. Kanti kuba uhambe lo ithengela second hand car BM mhlambe noma M4 yabo khona 1.2 million. But if my advice would be most of the time is don't go for new cars. You know what these guys who are well educated and well funded by their careers, they often love things. They go out to buy new cars, take it for 6 month installments, they fail to pay it, dealerships, they drop the price. You can pick up that car. If it has a fault, you take it back to the main dealership. Let's say, for example, it's a VW. You buy it, you take it back to the main dealership. They fix whatever problem it has. You can go for that car for the next 5 years, no problem. You're only changing your oil, your brake pads. It's just basic stuff. Yeah, but that is a smart move. Because taking your 1 million to go and buy a car that is trending for the time being, it's not forever trend. Eventually the price of it will drop from the same day. Even if you decide to put it back there, they'll be like, no, my brother. If you want us to take this car, you just paid 1 million now. They're like, no, we can give you 450,000. Who's losing? You are. Yeah, so going for a second-hand car doesn't mean good when you are less of a person. The trip is still the same. Okay, speed is fun. BMW can go to 200 within 15 seconds. So it's different. Yeah, so, but understanding that ideology, would say, never go for new things. Buy existing things and fix. If, for example, your budget to buy a car is 100,000, and then you buy a car for maybe 50,000, you still got just minor problem. You buy a car for 50,000. The other 50,000 is still reserved as budget to maintain this car. Yeah, well, rather than buying a car with the whole 100,000, then you need to hustle another 100,000 to maintain the very same car. So point is, make money to be free and happy rather than make money to put yourself in problems that need more money to maintain. Know what you are, know where you are going. That will help you a long time. Okay, now let's go to the charts. Let's do the charts work and then how does it go.